prompt on your side?
Come just now.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent. So awesome. So, hello everyone. This is Jeremy from Momentum. You might remember me from the podcast, the famous Momentum podcast featuring the famous Tom Bowes. Today we have a special interview with him. We got some exciting stuff happening with the Goannas. There's going to be a game this weekend, and I'd like to conduct an interview with him to find out what all of the excitement is about. So, Tom, welcome to this special interview.
Thanks, Jeremy. It's always great to see you. Yeah, it's exciting. It's the start of our season on Sunday, first game. So we got the team ready to announce, and I thought we'd use your great audiovisual capabilities as a medium to do that. But since this is going out to all the Goannas, players, families, supporters, social media followers out there, it's a great chance maybe to introduce to everyone exactly what Momentum is and what it does.
Well, as you know, we help people move internationally, and we help people, especially who come to Japan. We help them, set their life up here, right? We don't just do the nuts and bolts of the relocation process, but we also give them some advice about how to, how to live a good life here. And I think your sports club, I think you have a lot of people who are also expats, and they have to adapt to the Japan way of things, and so they might resonate with what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So your clients would be companies that move people or individuals?
We do both. We work with corporate. We work a lot with corporate HR, but we also have individuals who come to us seeking the support. So yeah, we're quite flexible. We've done like our team is really experienced in this kind of business, and our customer base probably a lot of people have similarities to people who play for Goannas and people in your network as well. So yeah, anybody who's in your network who's moving in or out of Japan who might have some concerns, might need to get a quotation or anything, like even stuff that's peripheral, like in relocation concerns, like can we get like somebody who knows about tax?
Yeah.
Recently, a lot of people come to me. They're not settled up in Japan, and they have questions about taxation,
Yeah.
and we have people in our network who can support with that kind of stuff too. So we're not just a mover, we're a mover and a shaker,
For sure.
and we like to shake things up a bit. And you know a lot about that, having known me for a while. So yeah.
You do V.
So enough about me. This is not supposed to be about me or momentum. I think we've got that piece out of the way. But for the Aussie rules football and the Goannas, yeah, I'd really be keen to know about what you're up to this year. I prepared some questions. As you know, I don't really know a whole lot about Aussie rules football, so this is probably going to be a bit of a learning experience for myself. But yeah, so I might as well start with the first question is where do you play? Where is your base of operations these days?
Our base where we train is Futako Tamagawa, and that's a super nice place on the river on the west side of Tokyo. 3 stops on the express train from Shibuya. So I think you've
Yeah,
actually a couple of people to that area, right? There's some nice international schools there, so that's a popular spot. Nice place to
there's
live.
there's too
We
many.
yeah, we
I
train,
shouldn't say that.
we train right there, and
Yeah.
that's also a nice place with the river to kind of have a picnic and have a few beers after.
It's a beautiful spot. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
fortunately,
good.
there's those the
Good
few.
for a barbie. Sorry. Good for a barbecue. Yeah, you gotta do some of
Yeah,
those. Yeah.
through summer, there's kind of public fairs and things with barbecues on, or we do BYO sometimes, or we bring pies down from a meat pie shop too.
Nice. Yeah, good
Uh,
stuff. Good. Yeah. Go
we've
ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't play there because all the fields are taken up with soccer and baseball. But yeah, we've got a game this weekend way up in Saitama, and other ones on the east side of Tokyo, and sometimes my favorite down in Zushi. So all kind of on the fringe of Tokyo, but a bit difficult to get to. But yeah, I mean, we have to take what we can get.
Yeah, yeah, Saitama and West Tokyo can't be too difficult to get to. What you guys bus it up, or do you train it, or what?
There's been trains are so
Train-
good, Tokyo and surround.
last train home, no taxis, you know?
Exactly. A long
No
way.
private limousines. So okay, next question is, so who's your like star player? Like who's your quarterback?
Yeah, well, good question. We had our Best and Fairest awards about a month ago, so we took votes from all the players for each game we played last year, and that was by a guy called Jake Burrows. He's half Japanese and yeah, lives and works here in Japan, and he also won the best player in the grand final last year, which we won as well. But we're about to launch into the next season, and he's not available for the first game, so yeah, that's going to be a challenge.
Okay. Jack, does he have like a nickname, like Jack Flash or something like that, or like you just call him Handsome Jack or something?
Yeah, Jake. We had another Jake who we called Chocolate Shake. So yeah, new Jake gets Strawberry Shake.
Okay, it's good enough. So, what are you excited about most this year with everything? We had COVID a few years ago, and I think for me anyway, I don't know about you, but this year it feels like everything's like back to normal. Like I've like you know what I mean? Like so you probably got a lot of people coming out and you might have a little bit more activity than you've had in the
Hope so.
past.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually hoping to get a few more players come in for Australia or internationally. We usually get more than we've got so far this year. There's definitely a ton of tourists in Japan, getting a lot of queries about where to watch the AFL in bars in Japan and things like that. So, like you say, yeah, it does feel like we're back to where we were. Plus, with the cheap yen, I think there's going to be a heap of tourists visiting Japan through the
Right.
summer. And if you are here, yeah, get in touch. People are always welcome to come and join us for training.
Yeah, I will make it out someday, I promise, to something that is not purely drink related, right? And how about your Japanese attendance and your Japanese players, right? Do you have a good Japanese turnout this time around?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a couple of Japanese veterans who've been playing for 10 years. But actually, in the last few years, we've had a great influx of players from Komazawa University. So Komazawa Magpies is one of the strong teams in the JAFL, and they won the premiership twice in a row, I think 19 and 20, I think. And some of them come and join to play Goannas. I think there's 4 or 5 of those guys on our list now. So I think our team's probably still majority Australian, but yeah, very healthy mix.
That's good. That's good. What about you? What do you do? What's your position this time? Like I know you were a referee before, but what about like this year? Do you move around a bit?
I am getting on a bit. I'm starting on the bench this weekend, and yeah, starting on the bench and finishing on the bench, and probably in between, I'll be spending a lot of time on the bench. But if I make it on the field, I'll be on the wing, I think.
Okay, on the wing. I like the beard. You've kept the beard for a while. Is this going to be is this a statement or something? Or yeah, you just you think the beard suits you for?
I think I'm getting old, like I mentioned, but without the beard, I still look really young. So it's more a way to kind of look my age.
Okay, fair enough. So what else you got going with the team? I should
Yeah,
have prepared for this more.
no, I like.
So
I'm waiting to do this video. I've got the team here from the
yeah,
coach,
right.
and maybe just give you a bit of an introduction to who all the players are. Give
Yeah.
you a picture for
Yeah, if you could show the video, that would be great, yeah.
national life in Tokyo. Yeah, so I'll just read it out. I haven't got that much technology. At fullback, we've got a guy called Philip Kazubov. He's a translator. He set up his independent translation business and provides services to some of the biggest tech companies around, and often very busy, working kind of on call. He's been a major contributor to the club. He's one of our vice captains. Halfback, there's a guy, Darcy Forrester Sachs, actually just graduated from university in Australia in law and maths. What a combination. He's been a massive, he kind of was in Japan on exchange and played with us a couple of years ago, and it's brilliant to have him here full time. Yeah. At the midfield now, we got two Japanese wingers, Ryota Takada. Ryota came from the Magpies. Maybe the biggest and most built Japanese guy I've ever come across. Absolutely terrifying if he tackles you at training. He's works in an electrical company up in Saitama, so convenient game for him. And another guy, Toya Hirakawa, who studied, he's Japanese, but did all his study in Australia in kind of conservation area, and he works for a marine conservation consultancy here in Japan. So he's on debut, so big welcome to Toya. Great to have you on board. Tim Burns works as an English teacher in Japan. He was second in our best and fairest last year. He'll be right in the middle. The ruck is Yuji Yamamoto, entering his 10th year as a Goanna. He's been our captain for a big part of that. Yuji is also a teacher. He's Japanese, spent a lot of time in Vietnam, and kind of actually follows and has introduced to Japan some different teaching philosophies that he studied and picked up overseas. So very Japanese, but very international as well. Anthony Huyn, entering just about his 20th year. He's recruited to the Stars, works at a company called Titan, where a lot of Goannas are involved. They do fantastic work, especially servicing pharmaceutical, healthcare, and then new areas of business like digital innovation. They fill roles for that. And green transition, kind of energy transition, where I work, they're heavily involved in that. Ben Todd is the captain coach. He works for DAZN. So I don't know if you watch your American sports, if you have the subscription, that's an international kind of sports streaming broadcaster.
It's a good guy to have on the team.
Very handy, absolutely. We're trying to push him to set up a bar, a DAZN bar, so we can go there and watch our games, but it doesn't carry the AFL, unfortunately. We have a recruit from the Osaka Dingoes, Kane. So he's someone I've played against a couple of times. I don't actually know him all that well, but he's going to be full forward alongside Ben. And then coming to the bench, the best part, Craig Forster, very experienced engineer, works in robotics and has worked for a number of Japanese firms here, originally from Melbourne in Australia. Doug Bonham, Portland's plugger, we call him. He got to know rugby in Portland, US, and then came across the AFL team that plays there. And then when he came to Japan, he's been here for about 15 years. Yeah, he got involved with the football. So a bit of American flavor on the bench. There's must be some sort of mistake. And finally, Mita Hiroki, super speedy, classy young Japanese player. Actually won the best player in the league a few years ago. So he's a Komazawa University graduate, also a musician and all-round kind of entertainer. So yeah, it's an international team. It's not as strong a team as we had in the grand final last year. So I'm a bit concerned about how we'll go. But I'm very excited to take the field with these guys.
So yeah, I wish you the best. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you make it. I hope you make it far this year. What about you go, like, what do you do with training as far as training goes and, whipping your guys into shape?
It's not, there aren't any whips. We might play better if there were. It's fairly casual and we'd like to get more people to training. But basically the rule is training's 2:00 on Sunday by the river at Futaka Tamagawa. So we're playing this Sunday, and then next week we've got a game against the Irish Gaelic footballers. That'd be super exciting, and definitely one you should get along to yourself, Jeremy. And Tokyo, it's and so
that sounds intense.
Yeah, it does. There's a bit of feeling in it. It's supposed to be a casual game, but as soon as someone gets dropped in a tackle, then yeah, it's on for all money. So that'd be definitely one to watch. Yeah,
that sounds exciting. So I mean, we'll definitely keep you on the radar, and we should catch up, mid season to see how things are going, things are progressing. And yeah, Tom, thanks a lot for your time today. And yeah, if you have any additional promotion you want to pitch in there, now's the time to do it.
Big thank you to you and to Momentum. It's great to have you guys on board this year. It's great to have such a innovative player in that moving space. I know a lot of us work for companies that use that kind of service. So yeah, we're very happy to have you as a supporter of the Goannas and have you out there helping the international community in Tokyo.
We're really happy to have this kind of opportunity and to have these connections. And I think the really important thing is that like a team like yours or a league like yours exists, and you have people who are very enthusiastic about it, like yourself, to to keep it all together and to keep it going. And so yeah, I'd like to say that that Momentum is fortunate to to be connected with you. So yeah, let's go on us and see you at the next the next session.
Absolutely brilliant. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Up the
Take care
Goies.
now.
Cheers.
Godspeed.